To be seen.
Good
Blessings
to
to
see
all.
good to see you, and good morning to all of our community and friends and family out there. Thank you for joining us today for Shamanic Sundays, where we talk to Dr. Tom Pinkson, my dad, and glean from the wisdom that he has gathered over a lifetime of living and learning and studying with shamanic and indigenous wisdom peoples around the world, and being a bridge builder. So thank you for helping lead the way in that space. We certainly need that wisdom that has been around a lot longer than any of us have. So thank you.
It's true.
Do you want to lead us, or would you kindly lead us in a morning prayer of gratitude to start off with some giving before we ask to receive some information?
Con mucho gusto. With great joy. Thank you, Great Spirit, great mystery, creating wisdom power of the universe, breathing life into us here on this day. The opportunity to experience the abundance of beauty and magnificent creation of creation. Thank you for this day that we're given. This is the day we're given to show up and do the best we can to live the love that we are and be a part of healing the sacred hoop in ways that we're called to be, polishing our stardust. Prayers, gratitude to our ancestor spirits and the land we live on, and wherever you live, the ancestor spirits, and prayers for healing of the sacred hoop, fullest blossoming, greatest good. Oh, Brios.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. How are you feeling today? You've got your jacket on. Is it cold down there?
Well, I went up to the North Pole to hang out with Santa because we got to share our goodies for the people who do good.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back after you weren't feeling well last week. So thanks for
Yeah,
good
yeah.
healing to you.
Pomprios, thankful for the wisdom that knows how to heal within us and restore harmony and balance and wellness
Yep. Yep.
through
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. So I wanted to talk this week. Again, I want to remind folks they can send questions ahead of time. Put Shamanic Sundays in the subject line and send to tompinkson@gmail.com. We didn't get any this week, so I had read recently about a sonic. What is it called? I want to make sure I say this right. Um, uh, Scientists are seeking answers to a new outer space mystery after a telescope in Utah detected the most powerful cosmic ray. And I actually thought I read somewhere else that it was first detected in Japan. So let's take this with a grain of salt. But the point remains true, that there's apparently a powerful cosmic ray being seen, that new researchers, they cannot figure out where it comes from, because it's like it's so powerful. And clearly I'm not an astronomer, I'm not using all the right words, but it provides one of our few direct samples of matter from outside of our solar system. And what's interesting is they're saying it has even more energy than a cosmic ray that was named the Oh My God particle that was detected more than 30 years ago. And there's, so the thing that's so striking about this discovery is that they're basically saying this was not possible, like with all the science that we have and our understanding of space and our galaxy. Um, there's, let's see, I'm going to read this statement from the University of Utah. Nothing in our galaxy had the power to produce this, and the particle had more energy than was theoretically possible for cosmic rays traveling to Earth from other galaxies. Simply put, this should not exist. So this more recent discovery that they're talking about, and it's like surprising signals. There was another article, because I thought this was really interesting, so I was reading more about it. And one of the scientists said the only way that it was possible was from a defect in our like solar system. And I thought, what an arrogant word to use, that it was a defect. It's not a defect. It's just beyond anything that we've understood thus far, and that we've been able to, kind of categorize or create a model around. Um, and of course, a lot of shamanic work is about opening up to greater realities, both bigger and better and broader and beyond what we think we can see, the infinite potential of the universe, as you often talk about. So I just wanted to hear what you had to say about this cosmic ray and what it brings up for you in terms of like shamanic wisdom.
Well, first I want to say the dad who raised me is named Ray, your grandpa,
That's true.
cosmic cosmic being. I see
Yep.
frequently in the dreaming. Gratitude to all our loved ones in the spirit world.
Hope.
So, what comes up for me thinking about responding to the idea of this ray so powerful we don't know how to explain it, and rational mind of some would label it as a defect of some sort in perception, that we live in a great mystery. From our science, we know only 4 to 5% of what's going on in the universe, and dark energy and dark matter, dark energy expanding, dark matter constricting, bringing together, joining, and those two forces working simultaneously, producing this magnificent manifestation of a universe that we live in. And I think the appropriate quality of humility toward that mystery and the unknowingness of it at its deepest depths, uh, through ordinary consciousness, certainly, is opportunity to really open our minds and to a new way of seeing and understanding reality. That's new in terms of Western culture, but older indigenous shamanic cultures who respect, know it's sacred mystery. Wherever you look, you're going to see sacred mystery underneath what you see and believe to be true. There's sacred mystery that knows how to manifest what we see and experience. It's indigenous wisdom, indigenous cosmo vision. And of course, with the particle physicists, technology bringing us the same understanding that the indigenous wisdom brings us, that it's all interrelated, it's all sacred connected, and it's all part of a unity. You might say one ray pulsating throughout the universe in diverse manifestations. And right relationship is respect, is humility and respect. We're living in an existence of reality that we can't fully explain what's going on, but it's happening, and we're in it, and it's in us. And instead of trying to control it, uh, and feed our ego needs, instead try to open to its guidance, because it has wisdom beyond our rational logical minds. Open our minds, our means of understanding, through liberation from the imprisonment of ego identity, not making it bad, just simply recognizing it's a tool, it's not who we are, and expanding, deepening, and raising our consciousness to connect with the underlying wisdom unity that we are a part of and it's in us. And the key to doing that is humility, accepting the existence of mystery and recognizing that it's sacred mystery, and treat it with respect, and pay attention to how it works through our lens of viewing, and try to understand how it works so we can work in harmony and balance with it. And then we'll be able to discover the source of where that powerful light is coming from, that ray is coming from. We'll be able to live from that source because it's in us and we're in it. And the keys to connection consciously is intention and focused intention, open awareness with humility and receptivity for conscious attunement and connection, and communion, attunement, connection, and communion with that underlying sacred wisdom medicine that's mysterious and that's sacred, that the Lakota people call Achantanka, sacred mystery. So much more for us to discover through humility and gratitude and receptivity, the sacred power that from which mysterious things like that cosmic ray come and don't fit into our understandings. There's more going on than what we know through our logical minds. There's more going on of who and what we are than our bodies and our ego identities. What's going on is a sacred mystery, and it's an adventure. Being alive is an adventure of opportunity to explore what's possible about how to co-create with that creative power of the universe, the kind of world we're capable of living in, a peaceful and just and happy and joyful and harmonious win-win world for all. That's the opportunity we have in being alive today. And every day we're alive to show up and do our part to try to heal the sacred hoop and live from the love we are and enjoy ourselves and be part of the healing. Oh, that's what comes up for me.
All right. Thank you.
Hey.
You talk a lot about, you read a lot of stuff about quantum physics, and half the time I don't even follow what you're talking about. But I just wonder if there's
I
anything.
blew you for half the time that you do.
if No, it's just like a lot of stuff in physics. It's so weird because like I can intellectually grasp it and I could pass the test, like I could get an A on the test, but in my heart and my mind, and like I just still don't get it, when they talk about like a black hole. I'm like, yeah, and what's on the other side? you know that wanting to just know more, that quest for knowledge. But is there anything else that you would want to add, given your interest in physics, to this conversation?
Well, gratitude to the physicists doing the work, using the methodologies of Western science to be able to peer deeper and deeper and deeper into the intricacies and dynamics of how the universe works on a subatomic level. And how interesting it is that what they see through the Western technology is exactly the same thing that the indigenous science of thousands of years of paying attention to how nature works brought into realization for the indigenous people, passed on through the ceremonies, initiation ceremonies and the medicine ceremonies that the elders perform with as vehicles and pilgrimages and vision quests to pass on those teachings to the next generation. So gratitude to the physicists giving us a language that more people can relate to, even though the terms are hard to comprehend sometimes, such as non-locality. I mean, the truth is we have an aspect of our existence that is localized in time and space in a physical form. And we also have a deeper part of our being, essence being as energy that's part of non-localized space. It's everywhere all the time. There's that part of us that is connected in that cosmic foam. So gratitude to the physicists and all their years of training, just like in shamanic training, the rites of passage and initiation and working with elders to be able to learn the methodologies and the practices to be able to access that mystery of oneness and draw forth wisdom teachings to help us enrich our lives and meet our challenges in a good way. So I agree with you. The concepts of physics, particle physics, they're very hard, if not possible, for the intellectual mind to comprehend. In fact, it's been said by one of those eminent physicists whose name I don't recall now. If you if you understand, if you truly understand the physics of what's going on today, or claim to understand it, then you don't really understand it because it's a mystery. We have these terms, scientific terms that we project onto that mystery, but don't for the moment think that by um, focusing on understanding that term that you really understand the full depth and breadth and width and magnificence of what's going on in terms of being alive here today. So that's what comes up. Gratitude to the physicists giving us a language and quote unquote scientific evidence that these ideas that I'm talking about are actually based on the reality, the truth of what reality is, which is not separate things or objects, but interwoven oneness of dancing energy forms and shapes in and out of the particle physicists. There's particles and antiparticles in the vacuum of space where there's no thing there, there's nothing there. Particles and antiparticles are constantly popping in and out like bubbles on water. And out of that process comes the manifestation of the physical universe. This is what quantum physics they tell us. And if you claim to understand it, quantum physics is, you don't understand it. So that's what comes up for me with that.
Okay, so maybe I'm smarter than I think I am by saying I don't understand.
You are. Face the truth, yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, you are, and all of us listening are much smarter than we think we are.
Yes, I agree with that. And this conversation also reminds me of I had an old friend who was talking about how, you know, at some point, oftentimes in our late teens or early 20s, we have like some sort of peak moment. We might be sitting on a, you know, beach in Hawaii or something, and, you know, just kind of hanging out with our friends or whatever, some moment in our younger years. And then we go out and think we have to forge a whole life, but really the whole goal is to get back to that same beach. And this reminds me of us as a citizenry, you know, in our ancient ways of being. They knew this was all true, right? Like what you put in the ocean over here shows up over here. No question, we're all connected, right? And now we are going through our journey of adolescence or wherever we are in the great picture of things as a society, and now we're learning how to reaffirm that we're all connected, that we knew that a long time ago, but we've gone through this stage. We are in this stage right now where that's so scary for a lot of people. They don't want to think of being connected to each other and the other and everything else out there. That's just too be easier to just stay in our little circle of this is who I am. So just think that's kind of striking.
Right. Wake up, wise up, live love now.
Yes. So the cosmic ray, going back to the cosmic ray, and you some of the words you have shared this morning. I was thinking maybe you could lead us for today's visualization into like reconnecting with our source self, like our true self. So we are like, you know, plugged into that powerful energy of the universe for the coming week as we, you know, close out this Thanksgiving week. But remembering to stay thankful as we move forward and staying connected to that ultimate power, whatever you want to call it, that we all came from.
Yeah, I just read somewhere that the writer Annie, what's her name, Annie Lamont,
Uh-huh.
uses the term Gus to refer to the
Yes.
spirit, and it stands for Great Universal Spirit.
There
So
you go.
Gus is breathing, is sending right now into each one of us, into our physical bodies, right here, right now, being alive, the gift of life. So, invitation to let your eyes close and bring your awareness inside to really feel, sense that breath of life flowing in with the oxygen softly moving over our lips and through our nostrils and down into our body. So, being present in our physical body to experience being breathed, to experience in the gift of awareness, we're intaking an energy that we didn't create. Power, wisdom greater than us that knows how to create a planet in the Goldilocks zone where all the conditions are just right to manifest life as we know it. We're the recipient of that wisdom power flowing in into our bodies. So just allowing our awareness to notice that breath comes in, its impact inside the energy field of our bodies. Noticing how it activates, feeds, supports, strengthens, nourishes physical and physiological and energetic functions that promote our health and our healing. Just noticing it all. metabolic wisdom, cellular wisdom, bacterial wisdom. I think over 50% of the cells in our bodies are not human cells, but are bacterial cells working cooperatively together to produce our health and our wellness. The wisdom power of the universe. We are connected to our bodies, our manifestation of our life maintained through the sunlight coming from Father Sun to Mother Earth. Gratitude to Father Sun for shining today, bringing the life force to Mother Earth, energizing great grandmother growth to Kutsinakwe, giving us this day to grow those qualities of consciousness and being that we want to have grow stronger in our lives. And bringing awareness to our hearts, beating inside of our chests. Hearts we didn't create. We don't know how to create our hearts, the breath that feeds them. The seat of wisdom, the ancient traditions say, in our hearts. Soul of wisdom in our hearts. And imagining a light in your heart, strengthened with each new breath in, as if putting firewood on the fire. The flame gets stronger, brighter, warmer, more beautiful. We breathe in this breath of life from the great mystery and send it down into our hearts. The light in our hearts expands, grows brighter and stronger, healthier, more vibrant, polishing up our stardust. The gifts and fruits of that polished stardust flowing through our physical bodies. And as we take in and appreciate all the functions of promoting our health and healing and wisdom in our bodies, to remind ourselves gently, and we're way more than our physical bodies. We're way more than our physical bodies, and way more than our mentally constructed, cognitively formed identities of ego and our stories. We're way more. And we have access through our awareness anytime we want to open the perceptual doorway of awareness through intention to let it experience the truth of what flows into us with the breath, connection with the infinite cosmic wisdom power of the universe. And we have access to that anytime we want it. It never goes away, although we can go away with it, putting our attention into thought forms that close off awareness, shut down or constrict awareness. When we notice them, we can pull the plug on them, let them go, and with the breath leaving, cleansing, letting go what doesn't serve us. Open, receive. Love's healing flow, flowing in with the breath, going where it needs to go. Revitalizing the strength of our conscious connection and attunement and opportunity in being alive in the moment for communion with that wisdom power of the universe. Opening to receive it flowing into us, empowering us to be able to meet the challenges of our lives skillfully. The challenges of these times, skillfully meet the challenges, show up to do our part for healing of the sacred hoop that we're gifted to be a part of and that lives in us and that we live in. So gratitude to you, Gus, great universal spirit, Wakantanka, sacred mystery, God, goddess, Tao, Holy One, Ancient One, Creator, Source of all. Thank you for Sacred Right Now, for bringing us together in this way. And as we go forward into the week, may we remember, in being alive, we have opportunity to create responses to challenges that empower us to wake up and to wise up and to live love now. May it be so.
Oh, thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm out of words. No. You said it all. Thank you. May we all go forward in a good way for this coming week. Thank you for showing up. It's always the first step, whatever we're here for. So thank you, Poppy. Thank you all. Sending you good energy for the week ahead. Prayers, love, protection, healing, and Please share Shamanic Sundays with others who you think may benefit from it, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Oh,
Thank
right.
you. Okay, good to see you. Bye.
Mwah.